Everything speaks if you listen long enough. There is a particular instinct that every detective develops, or should develop, in the first 10 years of the work. Not intuition. Intuition is what people call it when they cannot explain their reasoning. This is not that. This is the understanding that when something feels wrong, when the shape of a situation has a texture you cannot identify, it is because your mind has already seen the answer. It is waiting for you to catch up. Something felt wrong yesterday. Something I saw. Something I did not register until I was already past it. I was going back to the bookshop. The bookshop had been visited, not robbed. Nothing was missing in any obvious sense, but the particular quality of a space, after someone has moved through it in a hurry, is distinctive once you learn to read it. A book replaced at the wrong angle, a drawer not quite closed, the chair pushed back by someone who stood up fast.
I wondered when you'd come back.
You've had a visitor.
Yesterday morning, before I opened, they were waiting outside when I arrived.
What did they say?
They said you'd be coming back. They said I should think very carefully about what I told you.
Someone knew I was coming back to the bookshop before I had decided to come back to the bookshop. I had decided, if it could be called a decision, at approximately 4 o'clock this morning, standing at my study window in the dark. This was not a decision I communicated to anyone. What did they look like?
Dark coat. I couldn't. They kept their collar up. I couldn't really see their face.
Man or woman?
I'm not certain. I'm sorry. I was frightened. I didn't look as carefully as I should have.
Tell me about the meetings, Edmund.
I don't know what you...
The third Tuesday of every month. Late. Your back room.
It started 4 years ago. A man came in, well-dressed, very polite, said he represented a private historical society. They needed a meeting room. Discreet. They'd pay well.
You didn't ask what kind of society.
I asked. He said they were interested in the city's architectural history, underground infrastructure, Victorian construction. He said it was academic, private funding, private membership, nothing illegal. He seemed like the sort of person you believe. The sort of person who doesn't need to lie because they have enough of everything else.
Edmund Holt was not a criminal. He was a man who needed money at the right moment and asked the wrong questions too gently. The society understood exactly what they were doing when they approached him. They chose him because he was the kind of person who would be grateful enough not to look carefully. How many attended these meetings?
4, sometimes 5, always the same people. I never saw their faces. They arrived after dark, and I was told to stay in the front of the shop.
Told by whom?
The man who first approached me. He came once a month, always paid in cash, always very correct, very precise.
Edmund, the rare book, the one that was donated anonymously 18 months ago.
He brought it. The man. He said it belonged here. That's all he said.
And the people who checked it out?
I didn't know. They were... I thought they were researchers. I kept the log because I thought it was just a book. I kept the log because that's what you do with books.
He kept the log because that is what bookshop owners do, and whoever used this shop as a staging post counted on Edmund Holt being exactly what he was, careful enough to keep records and trusting enough never to read them carefully. The visitor came to warn Edmund. That was the official reason for their presence. But people who have been sent somewhere to deliver one message rarely deliver only one message. They look, they assess. They sometimes leave something behind, by accident or by design. The question with professionals is always which. The address meant nothing immediately. Then it meant everything. I had walked past that street on the 14th day of the Morley Street investigation. Edmund, has anyone been in this back room since yesterday morning? Anyone besides you?
No one. Just me.
You're certain?
I've barely left it. I've been sitting here since they came. I didn't know what else to do.
Edmund, I need you to close the shop, today, and for the foreseeable future. Tell anyone who asks that you are unwell. Can you do that?
Am I in danger, Inspector?
I don't know yet, which is reason enough to be careful. Edmund, the man who first approached you 4 years ago, the precise man who paid in cash. If I described someone to you, would you be able to tell me if I had the right person?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Good, I'll be back. The Morley Street investigation ran for 11 weeks. In that time, I visited 47 locations, interviewed 63 people. walked approximately 200 miles of London pavement. I remember all of it. The particular quality of a detective's memory for case, geography is something that does not diminish. Every street, every building, every door. I had walked past this building on the 14th day of the Morley Street investigation. I had noted it. I had moved on. I had been, at that time, looking for something else. Something I had been told to look for. Something that, I understood now, I had been pointed away from this building to find.